for a long rest. I think Mastic needs it, and I would like it. And if the big baddie gets away, then that's bad. But we'll find her again. Maybe.
She has that dwarven axe, though.
Okay, short rest it is.
Mastic has to vote for a short rest.
There's another option.
Yeah.
Not rest.
You could, if you're willing to burn through a bunch of your treasure, you know, angels can do a lot of awesome things.
Yeah, we do have a planar ally.
Well, I guess that. Yeah.
Summon forth the Deva to.
What's that? 100 gold a minute? No.
Yeah.
Well, how much gold have we found? Like with all the gems that are and gold that are in this castle so far?
Well, just with the platinum and gold, you guys have a little over 500 gold, and then you've got 1,300 gold worth of like jewelry and shit, and then probably at least 400 or 500 worth of gems.
It's not necessarily just money. It's as a fiend might demand a living sacrifice or a gift of treasure.
Right.
Some creatures might exchange their service for a quest undertaken by you. So
that'd be pretty cool if you got a quest from one of them.
Yeah.
But it's probably not going to be a fiend. It's probably going to be somebody who's playing it in.
Yeah.
To get to choose? Yeah, I think so. It must be a creature known to us. So is there like an ancient dwarven hero spirit that we could beseech for aid? I think Clangeddon himself might be kind of out of the
I think that's
true.
It's a little beyond your reach.
Let me see. Is he short?
Do you have to have a name? Is it that?
It kind of sounds like it.
If he has a name, he can summon them directly.
The being must be known to me.
What? But then it goes on to say it's ultimately the DM's choice.
Oh, no. Yeah, it would be your god. And then he sends something of his choice. So you would ask Clangeddon for help, and then he might send a celestial or something.
That sounds cool as shit. I want to do that. That sounds really cool. Because I don't know what direction it's going to go.
But just remember, it's 100 gold.
Yeah, it might cost a ton.
Yeah, and then it says so basically you beseech an otherworldly entity. This can be a god, a primordial, a demon prince, something of cosmic power, and then that entity sends a celestial, an elemental, or a fiend loyal to it to aid you. If you know a specific creature's name, you can request that creature, but it's still up to the power what they send. So,
it's ultimately up to you what they send.
Yeah. So
what was that spell called again?
Planar ally.
That's it. I was trying to find it in the book.
The last paragraph's kind of interesting. The creature enlisted to join your group counts as a member, receiving a full share of experience points awarded as well. So
that's pretty cool.
We'll all lose a little XP because he's around.
Well, you know, we're quite a bit beyond our time anyway, so we'll stop here. But if you're planning on doing that, let me know, and then I have a week to decide who he sends and what it wants and stuff like that.
That's kind of what I was thinking anyway, because to come up with that just off the cuff would be pretty tough.
Yeah.
So the plan is short rest, invoke the aid of Clangeddon. Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
If everybody else is all right with that.
It's hardcore.
Yeah. And during that short rest, you said there was 3 magic items to be identified?
Yeah.
Okay, so that can...
All right, do you want us to spend the dice for the short rest now?
Yeah, let's handle all that now. So we can just start.
Anybody who's spending hit dice, which I think is only Nivara, can get a 1d6.
Does that work for you?
I think so.
Yeah. Anybody who spends hit dice doesn't say it can't be me.
Before we short rest, I get out of snake form. Get all my forms back. Yay.
Okay, so the new potion that you just found is a potion of greater healing.
Oh, while we do a short rest, could we check out that prism to see if we can identify it?
Say the prism is in. Oh no, I guess we probably did put it in the haversack.
The orb is a drift globe. You guys know what that does.
Woo!
And the prism is an Ioun stone.
Ioun.
So the god Ioun.
Yeah, it requires attunement. When you attune to it, it flies around your head in an orbit, and it gives you +1 to your armor class.
Okay, so like permanently?
Well, as long as you have the stone, as long as it's spinning around your head.
The question I have is, would that work for a transformed Tyble?
Yeah, I think it would.
Guys, can I have the stone thing so my forms are stronger? Sweet.
Yeah, I guess.
I think there might be other people that need it more, but that's up to you guys.
I'm sorry, I missed what it did.
It gives you +1 to armor class.
I mean, Uriel.
What's Uriel's AC?
I mean, Uriel with mage armor is 14 versus my 13.
Well, see, the only thing I bring up,
but Mastic might be better because he gets attacked.
I mean, I'd really like it because it's a magic item I could use in a spirit form. That's pretty much it.
Oh, if you need it, Mastic, Thurin has a lot of healing potions.
Thurin, the healing potion guy.
Okay, so here's how the stone works. You use an action to toss it up in the air. It then flies in an orbit around your head, 1d3 feet. Thereafter, another creature can use an action to try to grab it from you. They have to roll against armor class 24 or make a DC 24 dexterity acrobatics check to do that. And you can use an action to grab the stone and like put it in your pocket or whatever. And you don't have to make a roll for that. The stone itself has an armor class of 24 and 10 hit points and resistance to all damage.
It's the weirdest magical item.
And it's considered to be an object worn while it's orbiting your head. And it gives +1 AC. And that stacks with anything. Yeah, there's all kinds of different ones.
So this item has the same like path and orbit, right?
Well, every time you use it, you roll. So it could be 1 foot from your head, or it could be as much as 3 feet.
Wow, I want an Ioun Stone of Regeneration.
But nonetheless, like the actual path itself is the same, right? When it goes around.
I mean, that's kind of flavor. I'd leave that up to the person using it, but
because like, why not just stick your hand in the path and wait for it to come in your hand?
Probably because it's magical.
Yeah. Well, if you're using the stone, you can just grab it automatically. It's if someone else tries to take it from you, they have to make a pretty hard roll to do it.
Stone of sustenance. Don't worry, guys. I don't need to eat this stone. Just keeps me going.
All right, so I mean, anybody could use that.
Yeah, anybody can use it.
I mean, it's useful to anybody. Is kind of what I'm saying. There's nobody that would be like, oh, that's
It does.
Obviously, it's going to work for anybody, but
it does require attunement, and you are limited to 3 attuned items. So there's that, but I don't think you guys need to worry about that yet.
No, I
got 1. Mastic has 1.
Yeah. Necklace of prayer beads. So I guess either way.
What are the other items we got? We got a potion, the drift globe, and the Ioun stone.
Yeah.
So I got 23 hit points, and I've used everything I had.
Trevor, let's worry about that after the summoning.
Oh, are we actually summoning this thing?
Not right now.
Not right now.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that'll be the first thing that happens next week.
All right.
I hate to throw a monkey wrench in that, but I'm not going to be able to make it next week. So.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not going to be here next week either, because I'm going to be in Florida.
Are you for sure not? or is it still maybe?
I'm pretty sure we're only going to be in Florida for 1 week, not 2 weeks, which means I won't be able to play.
Well, I mean, we'll still have 4 people. Because
You could say that
because you'll have Steve back, but
you could say that the planar ally takes over my body, if you wanted to.
Well, but the thing is you and Naivara are the ones that really need it, and if you're not going to be here, then you were the guys that really need it. Well, Naivara, I guess, is fine now, but you were the one that needed the long rest. So if you're not going to be here, it doesn't really matter.
The planar ally.
The other thing is
presence.
The other thing is Naivara and Mastig usually do a lot of our combat-oriented things, too. I mean, everybody else does, too, but they do a lot more of the not letting other people get hit and CC stuff.
Although you'll have Uthgrim back, so
yep.
You'll at least have somebody there. It's just you guys will be a little kind of late on healing, but if Thurin, if Thurin's got 45 potions of healing in his trench coat.
And I mean,
not that
roughly,
many. But...
Tyro's actually just as good as a healer as Mastig.
Yeah, so you guys are
if not better, actually, because I have a higher wisdom.
Except you don't have any spells.
I've got Cure Wounds and...
Didn't you use all your spells?
He has enough for like 2
I have
hours.
roughly half or maybe a little more than half.
Oh, you've got your low level spells, just not your high levels.
Yeah, I've got 1 level 3, 1
I thought you said
2.
you had 0 level 3s at the beginning of the session.
I used one of them.
You said at the beginning of the session you didn't have any level 3s.
Yeah, no, I said they all reset. Like, it said used 0, 0, 0 is what I meant.
Oh.
But I had spent 1 of my level 3s.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd all reset to not.
I think that's actually showing what you have left, but I mean, it's your sheet. You can do it how you want.
Oh no, it says used. So that's how I do it.
So I guess it's just a matter of like story-wise, Mastig wouldn't be there.
Mastig just.
I don't know how you want to handle that.
Well, maybe he's resting because he's really injured.
Yeah, there you go.
So maybe he decides to take the rest, and everybody else decides to push on.
He's in the library.
Fuck you guys.
That's where Naivara would definitely be.
Puts up his heat.
Like, you know what? They're gonna go fight, and I'm gonna be a lazy bum and hang out in the library.
And Thurin says he will try to recover this axe for you.
Well,
yeah, cool.
Three of the 4 people that would be here next week are here now. So if we get a unanimous vote that not to play, we cannot play. So it's up to you guys if you're not wanting to do it down 2 people.
I mean, pros and cons to each. I mean, I know it's not obvious, but I kind of do miss playing with Steve.
Yeah. Pro being if we don't play, Steve comes back. Yeah, ready to play. Oh, we're not.
Oh, we're not playing.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Ah."
Con being we don't have Dwayne and Chrissy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad you guys not playing because Steve seems really excited, but on the same token, I thought I was going to be the only person not here next week.
Yep.
I'm fine with playing the 4 of us. If it was me gone, I would be fine with you guys.
No, absolutely. I think if you've got enough people and they want to play, you should play. That's the way I look at it, just to keep the momentum and the thing going.
As long as you have at least half the people there, I don't see a reason to not play.
My minimum has always been 3 players. As long as there's 3 players and a DM, it's good to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't play this with any less than 4.
So, I mean, yeah, it's fine to me. I mean, roleplay wise, what's happening? Mastic and Naivara are going to rest, and because I guess this fight took a lot out of them. But how is Uthgrim coming back?
That's what I said.
He followed the flaming explosion out of the castle. Oh.
He's the planar ally.
Yeah.
Blanketon says here, have Uthgrim.
I don't think it'd be too hard for him to find you guys.
To me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a pretty obvious trail the whole way, so I think he could figure it out.
That'd be pretty cool. Blanketon sends Uthgrim.
Dimension doors in here.
I'd say it's a waste of the spell, except you wouldn't have to pay Uskrim as much as a planar ally. Or you might have to pay him more, because that would mean he'd get a split of the treasure.
But he gets the beads back every day, so...
You know what? Actually, if you want to use that spell, Dwayne, it might be kind of fun, and it might be a way to solve all this, is we could say that whatever being comes... I like the idea of the way it decides to help you is it brings Uskrim here.
Yeah.
And then the payment is it wants you and Naevara to do something, and it takes you guys somewhere to do, I don't know. I'd have to come up with something. But you guys have to like go do an errand. Like you have to go wash his car or something for a session.
Oh my God, you have to wash his car. We're somehow transported completely to a different realm of existence where cars actually exist.
You're just transported to like 2015 Chicago. Guys just show up.
And it's just nasty, sudsy beard all over his car. It's just everywhere on there. I can't get this clean.
He's gonna clean it with his underwear.
And for some reason, Mastic just feels really, really depressed about the Cubs, and he can't figure out what that means.
Yeah.
So, does that work?
Solves the problems.
Dwayne?
Yeah, okay. It works for me. Yeah,
all right.
I like that.
Solves multiple problems and kind of gives a little extra. That sounds great.
Maybe I can bring in some new element or something with this.
Cool.
I like it.
Mix things up a little bit.
All right, I'll see some of you tomorrow night, and the rest of you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming.
All right. See you guys later.
Thanks for coming, chat.
And I will be late tomorrow, by the way, because I am closing.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, I'll be back as fast as I can. Bye-bye.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. And thanks to people that tune in on YouTube. And yeah, Tyranny of Dragons, we're in Horde of the Dragon Queen. We're in Chapter 6, Castle Naerytar, and having a lot of fun. And we're going to have some fun with the Planar Ally next week. So stay tuned. Next week, we do this every Thursday. Tomorrow, we are playing Princes of the Apocalypse. Dwayne is running that. It's going to be our third session. We're starting that at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And those videos are on the YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/c/Starwalker Studios if you want to get caught up on that. And then Monday, we are doing Lost Mine of Phandelver. So Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So hope we'll see you there. Thanks for coming.